Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Ashton Jackson. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys versus Baltimore Ravens preseason preview matchup. 7 things that I want to see and, who I want to play, what should we be doing, what performances do I want to see from certain players and all that. So before we hop into the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content. So hopping straight into it, the number one thing that I want to see is, will the starters play? By the starters, I'm talking about offensive line. I want to see Tyler Booker, Cooper Beebe, Terrence Steele. If they don't want to play Terrence Steele because of precautionary reasons, that's fine. I want to see Johnny Cornelius or Akeem Adeniji. Left tackle, I want to see Nate Thomas. I want to see at least 3 of your starting 5 offensive linemen to play, because I need Nate Thomas to get as many reps as he can possible. Same with Booker, same with BB. Secondary, there's no reason why a guy like Kyer Elam should be sitting. I understand you want to see the depth behind Kyer Elam, but I want Kyer Elam to be playing. It's not a guarantee that, he can keep his starting job. I do feel that he will be your starting cornerback, but let's not make it so easily where we're just spoon-feeding him the starting position. Yes, he is the best cornerback that we have right now that's currently healthy outside of the Ron Bland, but I want to see those guys earn it. I want to see him line up against whoever the Ravens are going to put out there. Who knows? Lamar Jackson might be playing tomorrow. Their starters might be playing. I want to see what does a Kyer Elam look versus a DeAndre Hopkins or a Zay Flowers. I would like to know that if the Baltimore Ravens are deciding to play the starters. I'm not sure in what they're doing, but I want to know, does the starters play? I want to have my running backs play. There's no reason why Javonte Williams or Miles Sanders should just automatically be given the opportunity to sit on the sideline and feel like they've earned something. In my opinion, they haven't. I want to go see them go out there and earn their spot, just how Malik Davis and Phil Maffa had to do last week. I want those guys to also go out there and prove it as well. Things like that is what I'm looking for. The second thing, I want to know, how well does Brian Schottenheimer call plays for Joe Milton to be successful? Are we going to go out there and have him sling the ball around a bunch of times? I don't know. If that's what gets him tuned up and that's what gets him into the flow of the game, that's fine. But I want to make things a little bit easier. Let's try and run the ball. Again, understanding that everything is going to be vanilla. Shout out to DLLS, all the guys that were interviewing guys and girls that were interviewing Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer had stated throughout the week heading up to this matchup, that he wants to see, improvement. He wants to see certain things from certain guys. It's an evaluation period. But then also, he's not running a bunch of coverages. He's not calling a bunch of plays because he's saving those plays. Not saving those plays, but he has, again, a preseason playbook in which you should have, very vanilla, very plain. And then you're going to have your more intricate, your more diverse type of plays in which you're going to show from weeks 1 through 17 or weeks 1 through 18, right? So I want to know, do we run the ball? Do we play action? Things like that. I want to also, my third thing, I want to know, how well does Joe Milton and the defensive tackle room bounce back from not having such great performances last week? I want to know, can Joe Milton make the on-time throws? Can he throw the out routes? Can he throw those slant routes? Can he throw the comeback routes? Can he throw the digs, or can he throw the crossing routes where dudes are wide open, he's misfiring them? Can he hit the open man, and can he play within the rhythm of the offense? Is something that I want to see from Mr. Milton. And then from the defensive tackle room, I want to know, does J2E have a better game? Same goes with Mozzie Smith. I want to know, do those guys, take it personal what happened to them last week with the Rams running on them, and especially when you're playing a team like the Baltimore Ravens who wants to run the ball. They have Keaton Mitchell. You have to go up against Rasheen Ali from, I think it was Troy he came out of just a few years ago. I want to know, what does the Dallas Cowboys in that defensive tackle room look up front, and things of that nature, right? The fourth thing that I want to get into was, how well do the running backs play? Again, Malik Davis, Phil Maffa had really good performances. I want to know, can Deuce Vaughn play well? Is Miles Sanders or Javonte Williams playing? Is Jaden Blue ready to go? Those are some things I want to know. And when those guys do hit the field, do they make plays? I want to know, does a guy like Malik Davis or a guy like Phil Maffa, have repeat performances where they had a really good showing and they transfer that over to week 2 of the preseason? That's something I'm also looking forward to as well. I've already talked about our secondary, and I want them to play well. Again, I want to see Israel Mukwamu step up. I want him to have another really good performance in which he had last week. I want that to step into next week or step into this week in which we play the Baltimore Ravens. I want to see that carry over from preseason game 1 to now preseason game 2. And goes out to, I want Zion Childress to step up again. I want him to be a guy that steps up and possibly is a guy that comes in here that can play nickel for you, and we can move Deron Bland out to the outside. If Zion Childress is another cornerback that you add for when this cornerback room is finally healthy, and now that's another equation we got to add to the problem where, Trayvon, it's a good problem to have when, who knows, we're not saying Trayvon Diggs coming back and he's the same, but you'll have him coming back. You'll have Savon Revel Jr., you have Butler, you'll have Josh Butler, you'll have so many other guys that will come back from injury. I want Zion Childress to be a guy that is going to be very hard to take him off the 53, or is a guy that is very hard to where, it adds more equations to the problem at cornerback once the guys get back to playing healthy. But I want those guys, or I want our secondary to be playing very well. Something I'm looking forward, covering the wide receivers, I want to see them tackling well, because this is a team that wants to run on the outside zone schemes. They want to get your guys on the outside. I want to know, can our corners block shed, tackle, things of that nature, right? Also, I want to show more effort. Can we show more effort in the run game? Can we show more effort from offensively when we're putting up points and when we're driving? I just want to see effort from all 3 phases of the football team. I want to see every guy go out there and make the best plays to their best ability. And then lastly, I want to know, how does the rookies look like? Guys like Tyler Booker, for example, because Tyler Booker is reported to start. I want to know, what is Donovan Ezeraku, Phil Maffa, Jaden Blue, Johnny Cornelius, Shamar James. I want to know what those rookies look like, because again, we're probably going to have to depend on those guys throughout the regular season. Not hopefully too much, but I want to know, okay, what does the team, Tommy Aking Basode or Jay Tuia or something like that. I want to see what those younger rookies can do and see what they can add to the football team. So again, it's very bland, very vanilla. Again, I'm still in my preseason form. By the time this thing kicks off, in about 3 weeks, we're a little under 3 weeks from when the season starts. I will get more into it, but it's basically, it's for the fans and for the coaches. It's also an evaluation period. You want to know, what does your depth look like? You want to know how well has players and people progressed from the prior week to this week, because that's what it is in the NFL. You were erased last week, you got next week to play. So I want to know, the guys that didn't have great performances like Jay Tuia, Mozzie Smith, Joe Milton, can those guys bounce back and have a better game? So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.